you're all coming in, I want you to go ahead. When you come to, imagine yourself being in an in-person conference. When you go, you're going to network, to connect with the right people. You want to be in the right room, and you want to make connections that are going to help you go further in your business. And that's why this part is so important. So what I want you to do is go over to that chat right where you were just telling me that you couldn't hear me, and drop your location. Where are you tuning in from? We have people from all over the country, a couple people from overseas even. And I want you to go ahead, drop that in there. Let us know, what's your business, what's your Instagram handle or your social media handle that you want to connect on, so that we can, you never know who's looking for that right person. Let's see, Palm Beach. I know we're going to have a lot of Florida people, Houston, Texas, Oregon. Another Palm Beach, New Jersey. All right. Officiant, Los Angeles, LA. Love it. Texas. We have people from all over. This is so exciting. Okay, so what I want to tell you right now is this is my number one tip, especially I do this myself, and this is my number one tip for you on how to be fully present. So there's a few things that I'm going to ask you to do right now. And it's going to be uncomfortable because as entrepreneurs, we're trying to wear all the hats all the time. I'm going to tell you to take them all off. I want you to close all those tabs off of your browser. And I want you to close any programs you have. I want you to just have your Zoom open and be present with us, because we are here to celebrate you and celebrate your business. So after you do that, what I want you to do is I want you to turn your camera on. I know, but if you're going to be at a conference, again, imagine that we're in person. Imagine that we're all here getting to know each other. Nobody's going to know what you do if they don't see your face, if they don't know who's behind this grand passion that you have. There we go. We're getting a few people on. I love it. I love seeing your faces. We have so many more people. I want to see this screen full, and I only have 8 people with their cameras on. And this, you guys, we have too many people on right now. There we go. Perfect. Hi, Anissa. Hi, Keith. Hi, Ross, Jennifer, Daisy, Marcy, Sandy. It's so good to see all of you. Keep coming on. All right. Amazing. And then go ahead, place your phone on Do Not Disturb. I actually just did this a second ago. I am the worst at, at that, but I did make sure that I did myself. So make sure that your phone notifications are off, but just put it to the side on Do Not Disturb. A couple more people in from the waiting room. Use earpods if you need to. I know some of us are still at the office. I see some of you with earpods in, but just make sure that you don't have any of those distractions. Maybe you have kiddos running around. I've locked mine out, so we should be good there. And make sure that you have, of course, a pen and paper ready to jot down all the notes. We are going to do a mini training towards the end that I'm so excited to bring to you. And my number one tip on being present is please don't be hangry, whatever you do. Don't show up hungry. So if you need to just pause for a minute, get up, grab a drink and a snack so that you have what you need at your fingertips, go ahead and do that right now. All right, so on the agenda today, and if you're just coming in, again, go ahead and drop in the chat. Where are you coming to us from? Where are you tuning in from? What's your business? And what's that Instagram handle so that we can all get connected? Awesome, you guys. So on the agenda today, I'm going to do a little introduction of the speakers that we have and the topics that they're presenting, because there might be something that you missed, or there might be something that wasn't relevant at the time when you were signing up in that season. But now all of a sudden you're like, oh, you know what? I am getting ready to sign on a new team member, or I am getting ready to start a new marketing strategy, or whatever that might be. So I'm going to run through, introduce the speakers and the topics very quickly, and then we're going to go into what our raffle and giveaways are going to be, as well as that bonus annual goal planning mini sesh with yours truly. And I have a little workbook. We're going to start the work tonight, but it's going to be in a way that's going to set you up so that you can get the most out of this summit. I understand that investing this amount of time from your business so that you can grow means a lot. And it means a lot to me that you're here. So making sure that what we do here is actually something you can implement, are the things that can be actionable towards your goals, is so important. And then at the end, we'll do a little bit of Q&A. We'll end it off with a little bit more networking, and then I'll let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your night. So let's go ahead and get to it. I want to give a big thank you to all of you who are here, because Celebration Pros wouldn't be anything without you. And for those of you who don't know me, there's a lot of people from across the country who just jumped in. You have no idea who I am. I am an island girl down in the Florida Keys. I'm the CEO of Celebration Pros. I bring you over a decade and a half of industry experience, half of that in the luxury corporate space, and half of that owning my own six-figure destination wedding planning business. I am now a retired wedding planner, and what I've done is taken all of those moments that I've had with my vendors where they've come to me saying, who does your website? Who does your marketing? How are you on all the lists? How are you getting all the business? And I've taken all of that information and I've wrapped it into Celebration Pros. I continue my professional development. I even hired my own high-level coach to make sure that I'm bringing the best quality knowledge to all of you. It's also the way that I've been able to connect with a lot of these experts that have come here to speak into you. And I've hand chosen our speakers because they are the people who are putting their hand out and saying, come with me, let's elevate this industry together. All right, are we ready to hear more about our speakers? So in the chat, I'm curious, before we get into this, what topic are you most excited for? Are we really excited to learn about AI? Is that still like revving everybody up? Are we really getting into marketing? We have people from all over, so I know the seasons are different. We're just getting into season down here in the Southeast. So I'm so curious to see where everybody's mindset is at in the way they want to move forward from here. Is anybody looking at team building and seeing how we can scale our businesses? Go ahead and drop all of that in the chat. Love it, love it. Okay. So on the docket, we have Shane McMurray from The Wedding Report. He is our industry's data guru, and his research has been mentioned in very prestigious publications such as Forbes, NPR, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journals, as well as hundreds of other publications. He brings to us the AI Accelerator, unleashing business potential with cutting-edge intelligence. So if you're interested in AI, I see a few people dropping that in the chat. Make sure that you are signed up for Shane's presentation. Now, if you do hear one that you haven't signed up for, you can either go back to an email that's been sent to you and go ahead and adjust your schedule, or first thing in the morning, you're going to be receiving your schedule for the day, your agenda that you've chosen. And from there, you'll be able to add talks as well. We also have Renee Dallo from Moxie Bride Events and Talk with Renee Dallo. That's her podcast. She's taken the stage as a keynote at NACE Evolve and the annual favorite MBA. She'll be there this year. So if you're going, be sure to go see Renee. And then she's bringing to us Overcoming Obstacles with Finesse. She is the queen of confidence. So if you have a hard time stepping out for your business, make sure that you check her out. We also have Jennifer Hardman, who's here tonight, and she is with Fabulous Events. She is a Diet Coke enthusiast, board member of WIPA, and an avid philanthropist, and she's bringing to us the topic of team building. She has a beautiful team that she's created. They've all been so loyal to her from the beginning, and so if you're looking to scale and grow in that way, she is your girl. And then we have Christy Osborne, Mountainside Media, proud data nerd, known for her down-to-earth approach to marketing, advertising, analytics, and technology. She has a very popular talk. It's measuring marketing efforts. And I watched all the presentations, and everyone has done such a good job of kind of diluting down the complications of these different topics, and they've diluted it down so it's really easy for all of us as CEOs to digest. Again, if you guys are here, because we have quite a few people on, go ahead and turn on your camera. Turn on your camera. Let us know who you are in the chat so that we can all connect. Megan Ely is going to be on. She's with OFD Consulting. She is often called the mama bear of the industry. She's a certified wedding industry professional, and she was named NACE Speaker of the Year, and she is my personal PR consultant. So again, if you're wondering how I'm able to get the connections, the publications, all the things that you've been seeing, she is a big part of that. Randy Bushell, she is the founder of Mary, and she was actually named Industry Disruptor by Authority Magazine for her 3D wedding design platform. So if you are a designer in any facet, whether you have a rental company, if you're a planner, or a few more people I have to bring into the room here, if you're a florist, any of those things, we're having a 3D visual for your clients and for your team. You have to check out Mary. It's groundbreaking technology, and Randy walks us through it with the wow factor, bringing your client's vision to life. We've got Corinne Hassan from Jet Set Wed. She's a husband and wife thought leader team, although she'll be with us solo this time. She's a passionate traveler of over 50 countries and a multi-published wedding designer. I had the fortunate opportunity to work with her as well, and she's bringing us building a foundation that's unbreakable. So if you're really trying to figure out ways to overcome those obstacles that we hit every so often in our business, definitely check out her talk. We have Kaylee Aldridge. She's well known as my business bestie, and she's with Balance Wellness. She's offering us a 3-day guided meditation, and so that's a free extra that she's providing. And if you want to, before in the morning, check that out, get your mindset right before you jump into your speeches or presentations. And she's here to influence a balanced lifestyle. She brings over a decade and a half of wellness expertise, and she's talking to us about a desk detox. How many people can look down at their desk and see their desk? Hopefully most of us. But is that the case when we get, partway through the week? Maybe not. Maybe it starts to get a little stressful. So she walks us through how to make sure that we have what we need at our fingertips and how we can Marie Kondo, if you will, the rest. And Chip Dizzard with Chip Dizzard Photography is actually currently pivoting to visually support entrepreneurs, corporations, and events. He's been noticed in high-level media features such as Forbes and CNN's, and he has another popular talk, Lookers to Bookers, from IG to Inbox. Heidi Thompson, who I believe is here with us today, she is the owner of Evolve Your Wedding Business, and she's known for more than her purple hair. She's the best-selling author of Clone Your Best Clients and known for her own summit, Book More Weddings, which I'm sure plenty of you were able to tune into just recently. She brings us Work Smarter, Not Harder, becoming the CEO of your wedding business. We've got a couple more here, just in case there's somebody that you wanted to check into. So we've got Leah Weinberg, Legally Set, Odeberg Law, and she's asking us, is it time for a legal tune-up? Can everyone just drop in the chat, is it time? I think a lot of times, especially at the end of the year, is a great time to start taking inventory of all of those documents, of your contracts, of your proposals, of the verbiage you have on your website, and make sure that they're still matching the services that you're providing, and that you're not overpromising, and that you're protecting your business and your clients. We have Candace Coppola. She's an author, podcast host, business coach, known for her Planner's Playbook, and she's offering us some special offers on her curated resources. She brings us the Mastering the Art of Onboarding. And two more, we've got Ruthie Starrett, the Consistency Corner. She's a podcast host and content expert with over 15 years of experience. She had a popular one, Leveling Up the Marketing Funnel. And then Nora Shields with Rock Paper Coin. I know a lot of you have been signing up for Rock Paper Coin. She's known for co-founding the cutting edge onboarding platform, and she's been recognized as the 100 most influential people in the event industry, and among other prestigious awards. She brings us simple tools to automate your business and to put it on cruise control. Plus, as a little extra free resource, my friend Olivia Schultz, also known as Agent O, she's a profit strategist, and she has brought us a guide on how to increase your profit and avoid cash crunches. So when you get into, we've got a few more people coming in. When you are able to log in, make sure that you check out those offers and giveaways so that you can take advantage of those. All right, I wanted to talk to you about the raffle. if you're excited about winning anything, go ahead and just like drop in the chat, just that little ticket emoji. And if you do that, I'll give you an extra ticket to the raffle. Go ahead in the chat, drop in that ticket emoji. If you just, I mean, I like to win anything. You could give me like a $5 Starbucks card. I'll pay the extra $5 for the coffee. It's always so much fun to be able to celebrate everybody, and we are celebrating you big. Now, I want you to know that all of you here are eligible to win. Anybody who didn't come today, they're not eligible to win the raffle, but you must come to the post party as well. So that is the only caveat, is to make sure that you're there. That's going to be on Thursday at 5 p.m. And of course, with your agenda that you get in the mornings, you're going to be getting that notification as well. So what is the raffle for? 3 lucky winners are going to receive my 4-month Business Accelerator program. This includes 3 one-on-one group coaching calls, 3 one-on-one calls, 3 coaching calls, so that's 6 calls total, plus continued accountability and support over a 4-month period. And basically what I'm doing is walking you through my champagne logic approach. What we do is pop, fizz, clink your business. We pop the bottle off your business. We really get clear on where you're at and what that big vision is. Hint, we're going to be doing a little bit of that in just a minute. We get into the fizz of your biz and make sure that all of the structure, strategies, the resources that you're using are actually supporting your goals. And then we clink glasses with others in the industry. We reintroduce you in the industry, and we set out a marketing plan so that you can reach new heights in your business. I always say that we're always looking up at this glass ceiling, and we feel like the success we want is on the other end of it, right? Right on the other side. We can see it there, but we can't get to it. Well, I'm here to help you break through that glass ceiling so that you can find the success that you desire and that you deserve. So that program is a $3,000 program, and I'm gifting it to 3 lucky winners, and I'll be announcing that on Thursday evening. And again, to win, you have to be at both parties. And if you would like to, we do still have VIP option available. When you purchase a VIP ticket, you get additional 5 tickets to the raffle, as well as a lifetime access to all of the presentations you see here. The reason I designed it this way is because if today you want to work on your marketing efforts, but at the beginning of the year, you want to work on team building, you want to work on hiring, you want to work on goal setting, whatever it is that you want to work on later, that you want to be able to go back to, having that VIP access gives you lifetime access to all of the presentations so that you have them when you need them. You're also going to have podcast access, which means that you can listen on the go. I have a 90-day limited time, but I have 90-day access for the podcast for those VIP holders. And again, those 5 additional tickets. But the thing I'm most excited about for VIP is the Success Seller. This is a brand new membership that I'm rolling out where we have a book club, we have multiple office hours, monthly planning sessions, weekly accountability, obviously valuable connections. That's what we always talk about, monthly trainings with the high-level experts. The membership is really where you're going to get that continued support. So you get 1 month for free, or 1 month included when you level up to the VIP ticket. So if you're interested in that, go ahead in the chat, drop VIP, and I will resend you the link so that you can go ahead and upgrade. Okay, how are we feeling? Are we feeling like we have what we need, that we're feeling like we're set up for success for the next 2 days? Again, are there any talks that you're really excited about? Any questions you have so far? I love all these tickets. Yes, this is like the giveaway is my favorite part. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do next, we're going to go into a training session. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop, I meant to send this out to you before, but you know, we're all human. I'm going to drop into the chat a link so that you can download this workbook. It's 2 pages, I promise. It's not anything overly crazy, just a quick annual goal planning training. And I know that that sounds crazy, that like annual goal planning can be quick, but we're going to wrap our head around it. And then later, when you have time, you can feel free to sit down and really get into the guts of it. So go ahead there. You should have access. Let me know if anybody isn't able to get into it, or give me a thumbs up if you have that in front of you, and I'll be sharing it on the screen as well. All right. Thumbs up. Are we good? Were we able to open that? I can always open things on my end, but sometimes the permissions are funny. The link asked me to, of course it did. See, this is why. All right, let me see if I can fix that. Let's see. Here. You know, you try to be prepared. All right, anyone with the link? Yeah, no, it should be open access. You should be able to download it and print it, not edit it. Because if you edit it, then it's still asking for access. All right, I'm going to put it to editor and you guys try again. But please don't edit it. We'll see if this works. I trust you. Access denied. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I did. It said anyone with the link has access, but yeah, try that one and see if that works. Sorry. Okay, and I'll go ahead and share my screen so that you guys are all able to follow along all together. I want to share. Here we go. All right, let's see the chat. All right, I just dropped a new link, Kimberly, if you saw that. So I dropped a new link in there. I'll drop it again. Let me know if that one works. It allows you to edit, but if you could please just print and not edit it or save it to your computer. It works. Yay, perfect. All right, you guys. So, okay. We are going to be doing a little bit of annual goal planning, and what better way to do this as we head into Q4? Like, how confident are we going to be feeling knowing that our goals, like what our goal is, how we're going to reach it, and all the things? All right. Let's see. Not seeing the new link. All right, I'll drop it one more time. Pop. There you go. Oh, and they're all being sent to Stephanie for some reason. Everyone. There you go. Okay, so we're going to map out the path of success to reach your big goals. So while this is a one document, this is a all like it is a one size fits all in the sense that you can customize it to your own business. So whether you're an officiant or a venue or a DJ, whatever niche you have, you're welcome, Kimberly. Whatever niche you have is going to fit right in here. Okay. So we'll get into it as you all are downloading everything. Okay. This is a question, and anyone who's been on my podcast has heard this question because I ask everybody. This is a question that I want you to not only answer in your head, but if you could answer them in the chat, that would be great. Okay, so what I want you to do is answer the question. If we were to celebrate an accomplishment, if we were to pop a bottle of champagne in 1 year to celebrate an accomplishment, what would it be that we're celebrating? What is that big vision goal that we can pull out that bottle that you've been saving for? If you drink champagne, I know not everybody drinks, and that's great. I have tea right here. I considered having champagne, but thought better of it. So if we were celebrating something for your business, in 1 year from today, what would that thing be that we are celebrating? Go ahead, drop it in the chat. I want to hear these answers. Don't be shy. Oh, that's such a good one, Kayla. Paying myself a salary, creating a wedding in a different country. Oh, I like that one. More team members and an upgraded client experience, and then getting salary for myself and hubby. Ooh, one of my big goals is to retire my husband so he can play music full time. I love this. Thank you all for sharing and for having the courage to share. So what you're going to do is write this big vision. And a lot of times it's more than one thing, right? Sometimes we want to expand our horizons, right? We want to be able to plan in maybe a new state or a new country, a new venue, whatever that looks like. Put that on the vision. Maybe you want to buy a house. You're the boss, right? You're the CEO. You have visions for where this business is going to take you in your life. So go ahead and under the vision on the first page, or on, I guess it's the second page technically, where it says filling the gap, I want you to write down everything that big vision is. And then, what else do we have? Roadies to set up my equipment. I'm for hire. Just kidding. Fewer weddings at higher booking value. Yes. Oh, you could do that today. Less weddings, more money. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so now that we have that big vision, we're going to hop over to the reality. What's happening now? What is true for you now? So is it, I'm only doing events in this specific area. I am a team of 1. I am a team of 3. Maybe you want to scale that. I am making X amount of dollars. What is true right now in your business? And go ahead and write that in the reality square right here. That's where you want to be. Is everyone guessing where we're going with this? Once you have what the big vision is, and once you take inventory of what is actually happening in business right now, it's really easy to say, okay, well, what is a step that I can make right now towards that big vision? What is something that you could do in the moment to get from point A to point Z? So if say you're looking to hire, but you're not ready to hire somebody on salary. Maybe the bridge here is to hire limited hour virtual assistant and just start getting your feet wet with what it feels like to have an employee, right? Just to give you an example of something like that. Maybe if you're trying to, if you're only working in your hometown and you want to expand to the next town over, maybe that bridge is going to a venue in that area once a week and introducing yourself and your company and getting to know the vendors in that area, right? Maybe there's a networking event you can attend. So what are the steps that we can start taking towards that big vision? Because we're in this world where everything is so automatic. We're like, we want it now. We want it big and we want it now. So we have to kind of bring it back down to earth and say, okay, what is it that is going to get us to where we want to go? And a lot of times, once you see the bridge, it's not so scary anymore. This big vision is not as scary, and it seems like something that we can actually do and own. You can also do this if this is feeling kind of crazy for you right now, if you're feeling a little intimidated. Think about, go smaller. What's on the bridge? So if going to the next town over and introducing yourself to people is what your goal is, well, what's going to give you success in that? Maybe you need to make business cards. Maybe you need to come up with some type of impactful gift so that they remember you when it's time to decide on their officiant or their planner or whatever your business is, right? So you can just bring it down even further than that. All right. So does that make sense for everybody, how we can fill that gap and really see big vision for our business? Awesome. Okay. So Now what I want you to do is at the bottom, we have our annual goal. Now I'm really going to make you all shake a little bit. So I want you to think of what your financial goal for 2024 is. And if you are here to declare that you are the CEO of your business and that you are going to make big moves in 2024, drop this in the chat. Drop this in the chat. Let everyone know what your goal is. There is no judgment here. What number feels like financial success for you? Is it 50K? Is it 100K? 500K? Maybe we're going 7 figures. Maybe this is your side hustle and you're just trying to make $2,000 a month, and that is okay. 150K. Thank you, Stephanie. 50K, Kayla. Yes. Kimberly. Yes. Look at you guys go. Are we starting to feel like CEOs? Are you guys starting to feel that confidence within you? 200K, 200K. Yes. I love it. And what's really cool is I'm about to show you how you're going to get it. All right. So I want you to look. I want you in this area here. I want you to write in your product suite. Write what you offer right now. So if you're a planner, you're going to have different tiers. If you're in any niche, you're going to have different tiers of your services or your products here, right? Maybe you have a few like little hidden gems, like that engagement shoot, or maybe it's an upgrade in, maybe it's like an add-on for music to entertainment, something like that. So go ahead and write everything you have here in your product suite. I know I only gave you 5 lines, so just keep on writing if you have more than 5 things. They say focus on the one thing. And what I say is you can focus on the one thing, but you can have multiple income streams that still have you focusing on the one thing, right? Okay, so once you write down your product suite, what you're going to do is you're going to do a little bit of math. And this might not be something you can start it right now. This is going to be something that I want you to sit and I want you to journal on. But what you're going to do is you're going to write down your products here. And then you're going to write down, well, I take that back. You're going to write down the price of each product. So product 1, this is going to be the price. Product 2, this is the price. Product 3, this is the price, right? Going all the way down. And then you're going to multiply how many you need to sell to make your annual goal. And what I want you to do is I want you to overshoot, because if we know anything, the only thing that we can count on is change. So when you overshoot, you're preparing yourself for the storms, the fires, the couples who break up, whatever it is that comes our way. The clients that unfortunately every so often we have to fire and let go of all of the time and money that we've invested, right? So go ahead and in here, I want you to overshoot, have that total, and then you can kind of, you can play with those numbers and until it starts to feel good. And then of course I have notes and aha moments, because every time I do this, and I do this for my business every quarter, I always come up with like a whole new idea. This is how the success seller became a thing. I'm like, oh, let's do a membership. That sounds awesome. So make sure that anything that comes to mind, any of those big aha moments, write them in here so you don't forget about them. All right. Does that all make sense? Is that an easy way to see clarity over how you're going to get to your goal? Can we drop some thumbs up in the chat? Clarity. This is, bye, Lisa. Thank you for stopping by. Awesome. Got a thumbs up. Cool. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're in a seasonal business. I would assume that the majority, if not all of us, are in a seasonal business. So for me to tell you that, oh, you have to sell 5 weddings every month to get your goal, that's not always like doing that and having the same goal for every month. It's just not realistic. Some months there's big holidays that disrupt how many weddings are going to be, right? In December, it's all over the place. We never know what's going to happen because we've got Christmas and New Year's, and we just came out of Thanksgiving. But when we get into spring, the whole country is, celebrating. And then in the summer months, the North is doing great. The South is melting. There's just a lot going on. So what I want you to do is on the next page, and this is where I say you can Russ season. You're a special exception, you. So when you get to 2024, mapping it out here. Because we are all from across the country, what I want you to do is in all of these months, write down any momentous holidays, write down what kind of season it typically is. So that way, when you come back up here and you see, okay, this is how much I need to sell through the year, you can come back down here and start allocating where those sales make the most sense. All right. So here's a few questions after you do this exercise that you're going to need to ask yourself, and they're not on the sheet, so write them down. These are great journal prompts. Do you need to raise your rates? Most of the time, the answer is yes. Do you need to offer something new? Could collaborations support your goal? That answer is definitely yes. Are you running with people who have similar goals? This exercise is to help you track your progress throughout the year so that you can pivot even when the market does. So if you're starting to feel like you're gaining that ownership over where your business is going to go, I want you to drop in the chat, say, I'm the CEO. Declare it, I am the CEO of my business. CEO. In fact, I have something fun that I thought would be hilarious, and I will send you an extra special gift if you do it. If you go onto stories on Instagram and you do hashtag pull up your CEO pants. I'm going to put it right here so you guys can just copy it. Hashtag pull up your CEO pants. And then I want you to take a picture of you in whatever pants that you're wearing tonight. And I know that this sounds super silly, but we always come to these things and sometimes we're in our PJs, sometimes we dress up, sometimes we're in sweatpants or in work attire. So if you pull up your CEO pants, copy it, tag me, put it on stories, I have something extra special for you. All right. So the first thing I want to recommend to you is, and let me go ahead, I'm going to stop sharing. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. And I want to tell you about 2 books that I want to recommend to you so that you have something to, again, take away with you once we're said and done with the summit, that you have some professional development that you can listen to as you go on about your days as an entrepreneur. And the first one is going to be Profit First. And what this does is it's a book that's going to guide you on how to help you allocate your funds appropriately, pay yourself, and end the year with profit to show. And I know that sounds good. I know it sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the chat for you. Yeah, Kaylee's on here. She's my biz bestie. That's one of our book club books. And then the second one that I want to recommend, because a lot of this can feel big and scary, and I totally get it. I've been there. I am there. Like, there are things that are terrifying, but we do it anyways. And so the other book I wanted to recommend to you is Gutsy by Natalie Frank. She's the founder of Rising Tide. And while I'm not an affiliate for the book or anything like that, I'm definitely a fan, and I'm just in the first few chapters. So let me go ahead and drop that one in. And that's just going to give you like a great gut check. Building that confidence to just show up. Because I'm often asked, Karen, how do you do it? How do you just show up? And how do you speak to everybody? And where does all this confidence come? And the truth is, like I said, I'm terrified, but I do it scared and I do it anyways. And I set myself up for success along the way with the right resources and the mentors and the accountability partners. If you see the circle that's around me, that's how I do it. So who do you have around you? And I think it was Chris Harder who quoted this when he was telling people to pick the 15 people who are closest to you and decide, are they moving you forward or are they holding you back? Invest time in the former. All right, so that's just a sneak peek of intentional actions with big results that you're going to see at the summit, and a sample of how we work with our clients in the Success Seller and in Celebration Pros. All right, you guys, do we have any, I have someone in the waiting room. Do we have any questions before we close out tonight? Does anybody have any questions about anything that we've learned, anything with the summit? Or did we miss anything? You're welcome. All right, so remember, first thing in the morning, you're all going to receive that email. It's going to give you your full schedule. If you heard any talks tonight that you're like, oh, I missed out on signing up for that one, you're going to have the opportunity to sign up for other talks. I'm going to be on this side being your tech support. So if you have any questions, I'm going to drop my email here. It's hello@Karen Hunt, very easy. And go ahead and email me if you have any questions or need support in any way. And I'll be answering live. So you'll get nice, quick responses throughout the next 2 days. All right. So thank you all for attending the kickoff party. I was going to play music, but you won't be able to hear anything. So, and I'm actually curious, what is our favorite wedding song? Mine is I Want to Dance with Somebody. I always made, let's see, who do I have on here? Russ is one. I used to make him play that one all the time when we were setting up. I loved it. So if you have any suggestions for party songs that I can maybe sneak in at our after party, go ahead and drop those. Let's give an applause to our speakers. We do have a few of our speakers on tonight. Go ahead and put some of those clap hands. Yeah, drop them in the chat. Go ahead and applaud live. And remember, you're going to be receiving those reminder emails. It's not too late to invite your friends. If you think that there's somebody that you work alongside that would benefit from this, it's not too late to sign up for VIP. And be sure to block off the time for the after party so that you still have eligibility for the raffle. And again, if you need any help, I'll be on standby for you. Any questions? This was already really fun. I'm sweating. I know I'm the only one who's talking, but I'm like, all right, you guys. Oh, black eyed peas are always great. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm wishing you, I'm celebrating you. I'm celebrating your business and I'm wishing you a win. This recording will be saved for those who have VIP access. If you know anybody who missed it, go ahead and shoot me a message. I'll give them access to it. And I can't wait to see you at the summit tomorrow. Bye, everybody.